Hello everyone, this is Dorothea from Airpost Creations 2021. Good morning to you all here from Germany. And I first want to wish all the people who have their birthdays in February a happy birthday. And then I think now we start Hinduism. I hope I picked out interesting things for today's video. So let's start. Hinduism around 3000 BCE. The civilization in India starts, but Hinduism is thought to have started even earlier than that. The Indo-Aryan Migration starts around 1800 to 1500 BCE. Long before that though, there were original inhabitants in India and they were called Dravidians. When we ask who were the Indo-Aryans, it cannot easily be answered. Some say that the Aryans came from southern Russia over Iran, which then was called Persia, and others say that it was the other way around, namely that the so-called Aryans originated from India and then spread across parts of Asia and Europe, helping to set up the family of Indo-European languages which are still spoken today. The people coming into India through migration, they settle in the Indus Valley and the Ganges Plain. It's India's fertile region, and the newcomers, they push the natives to the bottom of the country. These newcomers, they come as conquerors, and they later developed the caste system in India. This caste system became part of Hinduism after India was conquered by the Aryans. In this caste system, the lighter-skinned people are on the top and the darker-skinned ones are on the bottom. The caste system has a social economic structure. On the top there are the lawyers, the politicians, priests, merchants, and on the bottom are the laborers. Already some 4,000 years ago, India had a sewage system. This is how civilized they were already back then. India's prominent civilization started around the Indus River civilization, or the so-called Harappa Civilization. Harappa is Harappa. There was a pre-Aryan India, and around 2000 BCE, they enter into the Indus River area. By 1500 BCE, when the Aryans finally settled down, the Indus River civilization ceases to exist. But before that, Aryans, who were nomads, patriarchal, and warlike, they travel around in India and they tell stories, just like the Hebrews in Israel tell stories from generation to generation. So do these Aryans in India. The Aryans have also a variety of gods that they brought to India, and these gods are Indra, I-N-D-R-A, the main god. Then there is Varuna. Varuna is V-A-R-U-N-A, and Mitra, M-I-T-R-A. These two, Varuna and Mitra, are the gods of cosmic moral order. Then there is Agni or Agni, A-G-N-I, the fire god, just like Zoroastrianism had fire temples and worshipped fire, so did the Indians through Agni. And there was Soma, a hallucinoma drink used by priests to perform their sacrifices. This magic drink, Haoma, from Zoroastrianism in ancient Persia, now becomes Soma in India. Indra is the sky god, the thunder god, and the war god. The main scriptures of Hinduism are called Vedas, the threefold Vedas. There is number 1, Rig Veda. It is the oldest and largest scripture of Hinduism, the book of hymns. Rig Veda is addressed to Indra, Soma, Agni or Agni, to the three gods, and it's also called the Song of Gods. It contains material older than 1500 BCE. Rig Veda has several different levels, and the earliest part of Rig Veda is addressed to Father Sky and Mother Earth. Later it is addressed to Indra, Soma and Agni. Number 2 is Sama Veda. The Sama Veda contains also songs taken over from the Rig Veda. The lyrics of Rig Veda are set in chanting form, and they were passed from priest to priest. These melodies, they were passed and taken over by the priests when they had to chant and do the things they did. Okay? Number 3 is Yajur. I spelled it Y-A-J-U-R. Yajur. These are formulas for the priests to recite. There is also a so-called spell Veda, meaning a book of magic. It says that you can do what you can say, meaning you can make your future. But this fourth book is not so popular, okay? The religions, they are ethical, ritual, mystical, doctrinal, material, social, and emotional, to reach ultimate reality, in brackets, God. Hinduism has no single founder or god, but Hinduism has 330 million gods. In Hinduism, Brahman is the ultimate source, but it is not equal to Brahma, meaning God. So Brahman, B-R-A-H-M-A-N, is the ultimate source, and Brahma, B-R-A-H-M-A, is meaning God. And there is also Brahmin, B-R-A-H-M-I-N, who is the holy priest. Hinduism has a trinity of three different functions. First, there is Brahma, the creator. Second, there is Vishnu, the maintainer. And third, there is Shiva, the destroyer. So, Brahma is the creator god, Brahmin is the holy priest, and Brahman is the ultimate source. That's why Hinduism is difficult, as I said before. The gods Vishnu and Shiva have temples and services for worship. Some people worship Vishnu, some people worship Shiva, some worship the Greek goddess. It depends. The Indians, they usually have a shrine in the house, a personal shrine, and they have their favorite god or gods that they pray to. I think that's kind of a nice tradition. So whatever god they like and prefer, they pray to that god. It's just as multiple faceted than the human condition itself, I think. Their gods have a goddess called Shakti. A female called Shakti is needed in Hinduism because the male in Hinduism is inactive and the female is active. The male needs the female activity to create. Hinduism's gods, they create and they destroy. They are very much like nature itself. There is Shiva, one of the most important gods in Hinduism. He is a member of the Holy Trinity called Trimurti of Hinduism, together with Brahma and Vishnu. These three, Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu are Trimurti. They are the Holy Trinity. Shiva is the patron of yogis and Brahmins, and also the protector of the Vedas, the sacred texts. Shiva is also called Mahadev, meaning great god, and Shiva's consort, the female counterpart, is the great goddess Kali and called Mahadevi. So the male god is the Mahadev, and the female goddess is Mahadevi. There is Vishnu. He has 10 incarnations called avatars. Rama as well as Krishna are incarnations of Vishnu. Vishnu is a dominant worshipped god for the middle and upper classes in India. He is a conventional god, basically a nice god, peaceful, quiet, tranquil. Hinduism has a caste system, and on the top are first the Brahmins, which are the priests. Then comes number 2, Kshatriyas. They are the lawyers, government, and so forth. Then number 3 is Vaisyas, Vaishyas. They are the workers, merchants, sheep herders, and so forth. Number 4 are the Sutras. These are the lowest and also called the untouchables. Over 1,000 years, the priests or the Brahmins became the most important caste in that caste system. Priests developed great literature and rituals, and because such rituals became increasingly complex, the priests did more and more specialize in order to carry out the sacrifices. Castes are not regarded unnatural. Castes are seen as a view of creation. There is the head, which is the Brahmins. There are the arms, which are the Kshatriya. There is the body, which is the Vaisyas. And there are the feet, the Shudras. People usually marry inside their own caste, and they also eat with the people in their own caste. Castes are seen as a transmigration of souls. If you behave, you move up. If you don't behave, you stay down. Buddhists broke away from it. Siddhartha Gautama did not believe in the caste system. So in Buddhism, we no longer have castes. India, this huge country, has about 75% of its population being farmers. As a comparison, in the USA, there are only 10% farmers. The 4 states of life within Hinduism are: first, student, males, and only upper 3 castes are in that number 1. The teacher teaches the males the scriptures, and the males wear a thread as a sign of the puberty age. I think this number 1, students only males and upper 3 castes, is no longer today the case. It was in the beginning, okay, because India is very modern and they have lots of women going to university as well. But I read it as it was given to me in my notes, but I think it goes back only to the beginning of time, okay? Number 2 are householders. One gets a job, one marries, lives a decent life, and raises children. Number 3 are the forest dwellers or old persons. After the children are grown up, they leave, and now they have more time for religion, for thinking, meditating. The forest dwellers, they are so called because they often back then went to a forest after they raised the family. The kids were grown up and things like that, and they had time to meditate. Then they went in the forest to meditate. And the number 4, the final stage, is the sannyasi, the holy man. The sannyasi gives up everything: house, possessions, job, family, everything. And then they, of course, have nothing left, and they become holy men, but they have to beg. They have to beg for food because they have no income. Okay? Not everyone in Hindu society goes through all 4 stages. Most stay in the number 2, in the householder stage. People don't hurry to go from stage to stage. It depends what goals they have. Pleasure is seen as natural and a good goal. There is no sense of intolerance. Most people are easygoing. They live and they let live. The Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and Vaisyas are so-called twice born. but the lowest caste, the Sutras, they are not included. They don't incarnate. Okay? So, that was the beginning today for introducing Hinduism. Next time I will talk about the 4 life goals in Hinduism, more about their gods, and also some Hindu beliefs, as well as the 3 sects. They are remarkable sects of India, and they are called the Jains, the Sikhs, and the Parsis. That I will do in the next video, and I hope that today that was a little bit, let's say, a small introduction to bring Hinduism more to you on the level of a layperson. I tried my best. I hope I did it well. It was, well, kind of scary, because Hinduism to me is scary. I like to do it well, and it's, as I said, it's difficult, has lots of layers that one needs to work oneself through to get a better grasp of it all. But the country is huge, 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 so their traditions are also multifaceted and very interesting to learn and to share, I think. So next time we do that, we speak about the Jains, the Sikhs, and the Parsis, how they all came about, and then we also talk more about the life goals of Hinduism, their different gods, and the beliefs that some Hindus have. Okay? So I hope that was kind of interesting today. And let me take a sip. Today I have lemon water. I got a little cold, and so I drank all morning lemon water, hoping that my cold gets better. So let me take a sip, but it's sour. It has 1 whole lemon in it and water, but it's good. It's good for the immune system. I don't know where I got this cold. I walked outside yesterday, took a long walk, and it was very windy and also cold, so I might have gotten it there. But as it is, fresh air is important, fresh air is good, and we should go out a lot in the fresh air. And lately I didn't go a lot outside, so maybe that was the mistake. Maybe I should start again my daily walks. I think that was better for me. It helped me to get stronger and take the weather better. Okay? But I will be alright. I will get some tea later, and over the day drink a lot, and I hope then I flush it out and flush it away. Okay? So I wish you all a wonderful day, starting the new week. I hope you all are healthy, happy, and I hope I see you back on Wednesday. Okay? Thank you very much for joining my channel. I appreciate every one of you from my heart. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.